Alright, just to interject here, I want to show you a couple interface things on the remote itself. Now the remote, the top button here is the home button, and then you have a back button. And then you have your navigational buttons here around an OK button. It's all rubberized, so it feels good in the hand, and it's easy to use. Now below this you have a star button and a back button, and then you have your media controls, which is a rewind, a fast forward, and a play and a pause button. This kind of circular back button I haven't figured out quite yet, but the star button I have, and I'm going to show you when I add a channel here. So I'll show you here on the side here. I'm going to go over to revision 3, so I'll click over on the navigational, then I'm going to hit OK. And then it shows you, I'll get the remote out of the way, it shows you revision 3, and you're probably familiar with that if you're into technology. It says revision 3 creates entertaining and informative programs about technology, movies, music, news, culture, and video games. Our daily shows cover everything from the latest games and gadgets to the funniest YouTube videos and the top stories on Dig. Now I'm going to add that channel. So as you see up there, it says add channel, so I'm just going to hit the OK on that. It added the channel. And I could remove the channel if I want, or I could rate it, even though I haven't tried it out yet. But I could rate it, or I could rate it after I've tried it. Now the thing, if I want to get out of this, you don't use the back button or anything like that. You just go all the way up. Back up again. Okay? Now we're going to get out of this, so we're going to go to the home. We're going to hit the home button here, and it takes us back to the home menu here, and it's probably loading up the channels that I have put on there. And it's interesting if you notice up here, it's got a little turkey motif there for Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is here in the United States is just around the corner. It's on Thursday, and I'm filming this on early Wednesday morning. So I'm going to take you over here. I'm going to show you again on the remote. Take you over to one of the new channels I've downloaded here. And I have no idea what Roku Newscaster is all about. I know it's news, but I've never tried it out, so we're going to click on that. Oh wow, it gives you, it pulls in from a lot of different sources. This sounds really cool. So let's go and let's go to CNET. Why not? Okay. It gives you all their little shows. Very cool, very cool. Now we're going to hit this back button here and see if it does anything. This kind of circular back button. No, it doesn't do anything. But the regular back button does. And we're going to go back home again. Now we're going to try the star button right now. So we're going to hit star, and it brings you into the options of the channel that you have. So the star button is context sensitive, probably with, so far what I've found, it's context sensitive with the channels that you use. So in this case, you can change the channel order, you can show the channel description, you can rate it, you can remove the channel or exit. And let's check out the settings on here. Network settings, display type, audio mode, sound effects. Let's click on that. Okay, it's just the basic loud or volume of the sound effects. Screensaver. Okay, so you can set your screensaver. This is a preview of it. And I guess the Roku just moves around from time to time. Or you can download one, as we saw on the channels there. Time settings, Netflix settings, player info, factory reset. That was the back button. The home button, I would imagine, brings you here. We're going to go to Amazon Video on Demand and check that out real quick. So you can search for the movie you want, or split it up into genres and things like that. Okay, we're going to hit the home button here. All right, we're still in search of what this circular back button does here. So we're going to try it out on video. So we're going to go back to TNT, Tech News Today, and play that episode and see if it does anything on when you do the video playing. I know this should probably operate the, you know, rewind, play, pause, and fast forward.
Coming up on Tech News Today, Verizon wants to
pause, yes. Play, yes.
Lock.
Let's try the back button here.
Also, tidy. Coming up on Tech News
Okay,
Today,
all right. So what it does is it jumps back a couple of seconds. So if you were talking with your friend in a movie and you missed something really important, you could click on that and it would jump back a couple seconds, which is really handy. I wish I had that on my DVD player. So that's cool. And then I would assume that the fast forward is, yeah, fast forward, and
Casts you love.
the rewind is the rewind. So that is that mystery solved. Well, that's a podcast. I'd like to get some actual video on here and see what the quality is. But so far, I'm over the top happy with this Roku device. It was very inexpensive. This is the highest end Roku device that they offer, and it was $100, a little over $100 with the cords. The device itself is tiny, very tiny. It's responsive. It's got an interesting interface. It's got a real easy to use interface, and it's got a lot of options. I'm really over the top impressed with this. I mean, this to me is the head and shoulders leader in set-top boxes right now. Better than anything out there, whether you have PS3, Xbox 360, Apple TV, Google TV, whatever. This, I think, is a must-have device so far with my limited experience with it. But I have done some reading up on it, and I have thought of purchasing it for quite a while now, and I ended up actually buying one. But I'm just really impressed with it so far. I like my Google TV because it has a lot of promise for the future. But for right now, this Roku device, this Roku XDS, or even if you choose the low-end player or the mid player, I think I think you're going to be happy with it. If you like the kind of content that I showed you here, if you like different off the beaten path kind of content, or even your mainstream movies, videos, television, things like that, this device has it for you. I don't know if you could actually cut the cord and not have cable anymore, but this offers a lot of viewing time for you. And you know, there's a certain couple shows I actually watch on TV, just a handful of shows I watch on television as it stands right now. But this seems like it's going to offer a lot of viewing time for me. So I'm very happy with it. So that's pretty much it for this series of videos on the Roku player. Be sure to check out my next video. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you.